Bus driver is dead after being shot 6 times while doing his job. And these are pictures of the woman police have in custody for questioning.
A Philadelphia bus driver is shot by one of his passengers. Once again, we see a failure of the system. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, the NRA certification of multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like my channel, like my content, and what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. But let's talk about this. This is the incident in Philadelphia on the SEPTA bus where a passenger left the bus, stepped off, drew a gun, came back, and shot the driver to death. Now, what's interesting about this, the driver, his name is Bernard Gribben, is an Army vet who spent, did tours in combat zones. And it's amazing how he was shot at by terrorists and combatants, yet comes home and is killed by a piece of shit in his own country. You saw a little bit of the video. I just want to go ahead and give you some more so you can get some context.
No one arrested. They have a person of interest. The chief of police, as you'll see in my report for SEPTA, believes, in fact, they do have the killer in this instance. The sudden violence is absolutely caught on camera and is stunning to see. SEPTA does believe they have the killer here. Right now, they just have no motive as to why a young woman would shoot to kill. Video from nearby security cameras capture the violence. The shooter, described by police as a woman in her early 20s, fires at veteran SEPTA driver Bernard Gribben as she gets off the bus, climbs back on, and shoots again.
She then fires a shot towards the bus driver, re-enters the bus, and fires again. And from what we see on video, and it's very preliminary, it appears she gets on and off several times.
This shooter is seen on camera stuffing the gun into a pocket and calmly walking away. City and SEPTA police track her movements and arrest the woman they're calling a person of interest a few blocks away.
There was no significant interaction between this individual and the operator. This appears to have happened with unknown cause that we can determine at this point.
SEPTA describes Bernard Gribben as a 12-year valued employee. Its board held a moment of silence for him this afternoon while its police chief believes they have his killer.
I am confident that we have the offender who committed this atrocity.
Heard that and saw that. Now, they have not given any motive to this yet. I have not seen anything to why she turned around and did this. But this happened right as they are in the middle of a union strike with the bus, the bus drivers and the company, where the drivers are demanding more safety, and rightfully so. Philadelphia is one of our top hotspots for violent crime. But I want to come in here real quick and female suspect charged with murder after SEPTA driver shot to death on board bus. Philadelphia police say that SEPTA bus driver was gunned down in targeted shooting by a woman who is now charged with murder, but they have not said why she targeted him. But the driver, identified as 48-year-old Bernard Gribben, was driving the Route 23 bus when he was shot 6 times in the chest and stomach near Germantown at Abbotsford Avenues around 10:30 a.m. Thursday in Germantown, right in the middle, broad daylight. He was pronounced dead at a local hospital. SEPTA officials say Gribben was married and a valued employee for 12 years. Police say a female suspect was exiting the bus before she turned around and fired into the bus, targeting the bus driver. She then entered the bus again and continued firing several shots, according to authorities, who say video shows the suspect getting on and off the bus several times. Female suspect fitting a shooter description was stopped by SEPTA police a short time later and taken into custody. Police have since identified the suspect as 21-year-old Zonte Capers and say she's been charged with murder and related offenses in connection to the driver's death. I don't know. I highly doubt that the firearm she was carrying was legal, but the suspect's family released the following statement to Fox 29 hours after her charges were announced. According to witnesses who spoke to Fox 29's Jeff Cole, passengers on board the bus scrambled to leave the bus by jumping out of windows and emergency exits during the shooting incident. SEPTA union members gathered Thursday night at the Transport Workers Union headquarters to express their concerns for their safety, and more coincidentally, the same day, their colleague was gunned down on bus route 23. Now, I'm going to come out of that. Now, the SEPTA, they just avoided a strike, actually. They apparently came up with a tentative deal. And part of the deal, obviously, was their safety as drivers. If anything, they should have bulletproof glass around the drivers. That would be truly the easiest thing. But if you remember it, going back to another incident where a bus driver was confronted by a passenger with a gun, but the bus driver had a gun and basically thwarted and prevented his own demise by basically shooting at the assailant. But because they worked for the city would not allow them to be armed. Of course, you could come back, you could say the city is, thinking about the liability if the bus driver ends up shooting somebody, depending on the circumstances, because we are a blameless society. If some idiot gets on the bus and tries to shoot the driver, and the driver draws his own gun and shoots the passenger's family is going to get Ben Crump to come up here and say how this is all about race. Because that's what happens every damn time. So I can, to a degree, understand that, but they have got to give these bus drivers better protection. As I said, I don't know if the gun that this 21-year-old, she's old enough to own a firearm, but I don't know if it's actually a legal firearm that she had in her possession. And I'm not even sure what the motive is, but she's going to go down for a long time, and she should go down for a long time. And, this man had to lose his life, like I said, on a U.S. soil after spending time in a combat zone. Something wrong with that. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.